Does your house echo with this? Take out the trash. Why me? I'll do it later. Suddenly, a simple chore turns into yelling, stomping, even slam doors. You're left thinking, why is asking for help such a battle? You're not alone. For many kids and teens, chores spark anger because they feel unfair, boring, or overwhelming. And when they don't yet have coping tools, frustration turns into explosion. In our home, chore battles were daily. Asking him to clean his room felt like lighting a firework. First came the sigh, then the shouting, then the meltdown. At first, I thought he was just lazy, but the truth was, chores felt huge to him. He didn't know where to start, and his anger was his way of saying, this is too much. Once I realized anger was covering up overwhelm, I changed how I asked. Instead of yelling back, I broke chores into steps, added coping tools, and suddenly, fights got shorter. The surprise? The solution wasn't punishment. It was scaffolding. Kids often see chores as mountains. If we give them smaller steps, choices, and coping resets, the mountain feels like a staircase. For us, this meant breaking big jobs into micro steps, offering 2 choices, do dishes or feed the dog first, and adding coping cards when frustration bubbled. Once we did this, chores went from endless yelling matches to manageable routines. Here's the step-by-step system we built for chores without shouting. We used the Anger Iceberg worksheet. Underneath the anger about chores were feelings like overwhelmed, tired, or I don't know how. Naming those changed how I responded. Part B, coping first, chores second. We pulled ideas from coping with anger, quick breaks, stretching, or listening to music for 2 minutes before starting. Part C, track growth. We used anger management self-assessment to let him reflect. Did I shout less? Did I use a coping skill? Seeing progress made him proud. Troubleshooting. Lower thirds. Refusing chore? Offer 2 choices. Explosion halfway. Pause with coping skill, then resume. Still overwhelmed? Shrink chore to smallest step. With these supports, chores weren't easy, but they stopped being battles. Within 2 weeks, chore fights were shorter. Instead of yelling, he'd take a break, then finish the job. Anger didn't disappear. It transformed into responsibility. And I realized chores weren't just about cleaning. They became practice for coping, problem solving, and staying calm. That's why I built the 27-page anger management bundle, because no parent should dread asking for help with chores. Inside, you'll find the Anger Iceberg worksheet, coping with anger reset tools, self-assessments to track progress, coping skills charts for kids and teens. It's ready to print today. Start tomorrow. Pick 1 page. Try the Anger Iceberg worksheet with your child before chores. Or use the Coping with Anger sheet when things get heated. Comment chores or calm below. Tell me which page you'll try. Tomorrow in day 8, we'll cover public outbursts, how to handle anger meltdowns at the store, restaurant, or in front of others without shame.